wings, or how to grow wings. So first of all, how to get... So you need to, if you want to grow your wings, so to level up your wings, you can level up your wings 10 times. Every time you level it up, you're gonna get 1 star, as you can see here. And after, if it has 10 stars, so level 10, you can evolve it to the next tier. So as you can see, mine is already tier 1. It was tier 0 at the beginning, and it's tier 1 and level 4. So to level up our wings, the wings, you need wing growth stones, and for the wing growth stones, you need to do the tower. Depending on how far you get in the tower, you're gonna get those rift fragments, and with those you can buy the wing growth stones. As soon as you have 10 levels on those wings, you have to evolve it, as I said, and you need to evolve a wing evolution stones. You're gonna need more rift fragments, and depending on which tier it is, you're gonna need more of those. You can upgrade your wings on this NPC here. You go to grow wings, and you can right click on it. As you can see, every time it levels up, it's gonna give you a little bit more attack, and you can compare it. The tier 0 wings had only 3 stats, and I evolved it already once, and it gets 4 stats, and so on. On the next tier, I'm gonna get evasion on it, so 4% evasion, and I need it, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so that was the first question, and that's the vendor. The second and also most asked question is where to get green gems. So obviously you can get green gems from your dailies, from the gem mine, and also you can get the green gems from the blood castle. You could see it earlier if you watched the stream. Depending on how fast you clear the blood castle, you're gonna get more gems. So those are the dailies. How to get also, yeah, obviously also from the rift runs, you can run 10 rifts per day. So this one here, oh no, sorry, 7 rifts. If you don't have platinum, only 5. And I think the normal elite mobs drops around 200 gems, and the last boss, if you kill the last boss, he drops around 3,000 green gems. So always kill the last boss. Don't just kill the elite boss and leave the dungeon. What we actually did to farm goblins, that's something else. So focusing on green gems, you should always kill the last boss. Also, that's why you should always check up the overdrive window. Press N. Here, during the overdrive, you can spam rifts without entry keys or without using entry keys, and try to kill the boss out and the next one. So that's one of the things you can farm green gems. So the next thing is invasion cubes. After the overdrive, the continent gonna go on invasion mode, and you can enter the invasion, and if you kill the boss, depending on how good you did, you're gonna get up to 3 cubes, and those cubes, if you reroll them, they have a chance to give you gem gift boxes. And also the goblin cubes. Goblins are rare spawns in rifts. They have the chance to give you also green gem boxes and Lupa's library keys. And Lupa's library keys are those things which we're gonna do later. And in those Lupa's library keys, there are multiple bosses depending on the rarity of those keys. And the boss cubes there have also an additional chance to give you green gems, green gem packs, or green gem gift boxes, chests, whatever. So those are the three cubes where you can get the green gems. The next question, where and how to get Zen. To get Zen, there are Zen equipment, guys. So if you want to farm Zen efficiently, you have to get there are 2 accessories, jewelries, whatever, with Zen bonus on it. The one is millionaire's necklace, and the other one is gold Zen, something like that, gold goblin, something like that. You will find it if you go through the auction house. They have additional Zen percent stats on those. You can see that here, Zen drop, I have 9%, and you can also have Zen drop or as a substat. You have it here on this one here as a substat, 7.6%. So you can buy a cheap, you don't even have to upgrade it. Buy a lot of gears in the auction house with Zen as a substat, and then you can go and run mythic dungeons. depending on how good you are, you can spam 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And don't reroll the last boss cubes. Sell every item you don't need. And that's how you get a lot of Zen fast. So I know some guys in my guild have full Zen equip. I think they have around 150% more Zen or something like that. And they can make per run in 3 minutes or 4 minutes per run. Around 4 minutes per run. They make per run around 500-600k Zen. So that's much. And what you can do to get Zen too is, it's more complicated. You should know what price or how much something is worth. That's how I earn my Zen. I don't go farm Zen because I'm too lazy. I buy stuff from guys who put it too cheap and I resell them for a higher price, or the price which is actually right for those. So I snipe the lowest priced items from the auction house. As I said, you need to know what price or what how much the item is worth, and if someone put it for lower price, buy it and resell it for a right price or a higher price. And that's how I make Zen, guys. The next thing, Alchemie. So what is Alchemie? I forgot. Through Alchemie you can also get green gems. So as soon as you have an artifact on level 21 or 20, I'm not sure anymore, I think 20 was it here. In Korea it was 21. Higher, you can dismantle it. So dismantle it, which means if you use it for Alchemie, it's gonna disappear. That's why I'll level up multiple artifacts. Or here I'm gonna level this one up and put it on Alchemie too, depending on if you have premium or not. If you have premium, you can dismantle or Alchemie 2 artifacts at the same time. And it's gonna take 12 hours. So you can speed it up by spending 30 red Zen. If you spend 30 red Zen, it's going to speed it up by 3 hours. You can use it 3 times, so 9 hours, and you will still have 3 hours left to wait. And after that, you can get Alchemie boxes. In those boxes, there's always 1 sage stone and between 2,000 and 3,000 green gems. So much. Do it every day if you can. And if you are lucky, you can get from 1 artifact 2 of those Alchemie boxes. So 2 sage stones and 2 times the between 2,500 and 6,000 gems. Okay, so that's what how Alchemie works. And the next one is, I can give you a short. You guys asked me why I buy a lot of ancient gear. You can see this is also a full ancient gear or ancient equipment. I buy those from the auction house and dismantle them. I dismantle them to get those Trancendence stone fragments. If you dismantle armor, there's a small chance to get blue Trancendence stone fragments. If you dismantle weapons, you can get red Trancendence stone fragments. If you dismantle as for jewelry, you can get the green Trancendence stone fragments. Depending on, if you dismantle ancient, you're gonna get the tier 1. If you dismantle mythics, you're gonna get the tier 2. And if you dismantle set, no one will do it. Don't do it. You're gonna get tier 3. Not you're gonna get, you have a chance to get tier 3 Trancendence stone fragments. If you have 10 of those, you can go to the crafting NPC. Let me show it to you. Guys, there's a second tab. I think a lot of guys don't know there's a second tab. And here, if I have 10 of those, I can make a Trancendence stones. As you can see, I have already some. Here I have already one here with a weapon and one for armor. And that's it at the moment. You can't do anything with them at the moment. But as soon as we have the guild territories, you can upgrade them. And how it works, I'm going to explain it on a separate guide. I'm going to go through how it works, how the chances are and so on. But let's say if you're really, really lucky and you succeed on every enchantment, you're going to have 20% more attack on your weapon if you use the weapons. If you put the red Trancendence stones or weapon into your gear, into your weapon. Just saying. And they're going to be worth a lot if it succeeds 20 times. But that's something I won't have. Just saying. Okay, next, which cubes are worth rerolling? A question which is actually asked at least 2 times per stream. Which cubes are worth rerolling? Goblin cubes obviously, as I said, from the goblin cubes you can get library keys and gem boxes, and from library, depending on the difficulty, as I explained earlier, you can also get gem box from library, as I said. Then we have the skill crest cubes. At the moment I don't reroll them because I have kind of every skill crest I need, and if I have luck I'm gonna get it without rerolling, so I don't want to waste money on that. But you should do if you don't have the green skill crest for your skills. For example, I have already 2 for this one, and so on. So those are worth rerolling. Labyrinth cubes, especially the higher labyrinth boss cubes. Not every time you kill the labyrinth boss you're gonna get a cube, but if you get, you should reroll it. You can get artifact fragments. You should reroll it not only if you have already an artifact for you to level up. You shouldn't stop rerolling for the artifact fragments, because you need the artifact fragments, as I said, to craft artifacts, just to level them up and put them into the alchemy table to get more sage stones and gems. So reroll the last boss labyrinth cubes. And I forgot. Brace yourself, guys, because the higher the boss, what was it? Level 21 boss cubes, or 21 or higher boss in labyrinth can drop the Lupa's boss cubes, the shining cube. Yeah, Lupa's labyrinth shining cube, and the boss on stage 41 or higher can drop the Lupa's brilliant cube, and bosses on stage 61 or higher can drop the Lupa's blinding cube, and so on. The higher the cube, or the better the cube, the higher the chance you get a mythic item. And you can get the mythic items also from epic dungeons. You can get mythic items from which you can only get from epic dungeons, like the Lost Dragon Eye, also from the Lupa's boss cubes, as I said. So, but there's a little chance. Okay, so which cube you should also reroll is the epic boss cube. Obviously, the last boss from the epic dungeon, they have a chance to give you the mythic, rare mythic drops, and also the set drops. And the mythic dungeon boss cubes, if you need boss souls, if you need ancient equip, and some mythic boss bosses also drop mythic items, obviously, and they are worth rerolling. And now to the last question, guys. Fuck, it took me so long. So the last question was, or the frequently asked question is soul level. How to level up soul level. And if you want to level your soul level, you should get the soul gear too. There are soul gears or soul equipments. For example, Lost Dragon Soul and Wyvern Soul. Lost Dragon Soul is a ring, I think, and Wyvern Soul is definitely a necklace. And with those, you will have additional soul XP. And also, you can get comrade pets. Here, for example, I have this one here. This one gives you as comrade pet effect soul XP plus 4.5%. 4.5%. And this one, I'm leveling it to 4.5%. So you can get additional soul XP for here. And depending on your guild, we are close to build our tier 3 soul XP shrine. So we're going to have 15%. Everyone in the guild will have 15% more soul XP. And as you can see at the moment, I have, where it is, I'm gonna get additionally close to 50% more soul XP. And where you should farm soul XP is Lupa's Labyrinth on stage 1. Just spam stage 1 at the moment for the time you need, and the XP you get. Lupa's Labyrinth stage 1 is the best to farm soul XP. It's gonna get boring, but that's the efficient or fastest way at the moment. Okay, guys, so I think that's everything I want to go through here for the frequently asked questions. So if you have any other questions, or if you have any questions to those things I explained yet, you can ask it now, or you can ask it later if I upload it on YouTube in the comments. Thanks, guys. Oh my god. I need something to drink, guys. I need something to eat, so we're gonna go 5 minutes.